Good day each and everyone. I'm Rosin Pinka from Bachelor of Elementary Education, and today I will discuss about Edward said problem of sexuality to exemplary position. So before we dig into my topic, first let me introduce you who is Edward W. Said for you to know his connection about my topic. Edward Said was a professor of literature at Columbia University, a public intellectual, and a founder of the academic field of post-colonial studies. A Palestinian American born in mandatory Palestine, he was a citizen of the United States by way of his father as a U.S. Army veteran. Said was born on November 1, 1935 at Mandatory Palestine. He was died on September 25, 2003 at New York, United States. Influenced by Michael Foucault, Karl Marx, William Shakespeare, and more. His education at Harvard University in 1964. And now we're jumping to what is sexuality. When we hear the word sexuality, first thing that comes to our mind is about text or relating to text, and that is right. The first bullet says, sexuality as a literary theory is that which constitutes a text in a particular way. Constitutes a text, meaning sexuality established text, that's why it's called constitutes a text in a particular way. Next is, sexuality symbolizes as pragmatic reference. It calls pragmatic referent because in textuality there is an existence or an effective method in writing that we will use. The reader often requires an interpretation in order to display any confusion that might arise in reading or the reading of a text. Of course, in every confusion that we encounter while we reading text, we need to find some solution to make confusion into interpretation and to understand things that might confuse us. However, the text indecisibility does not lie in the reader's confusion because the text is not capable to decide. That's why the reader is having confusion. And now we're through to what is sexuality, and for now, we'll go through what is the problem of sexuality. Problem of sexuality, a manifestly central problem for anyone concerned with criticism and theory. This weighs only the slightest allusion to crossways intended or Foucault and Derrida. Or simply, in other words, it is disapproval regarding one's position and one's supposition. According to Edward Said, sexuality is a practice. Why he says so? Because through a text, sexuality it makes itself mean, make itself be, and make itself come about in a particular way. At the same time, through sexuality, the text makes itself other than what is the particular ways or ways. It means that everything is in the text. Through its sexuality, the text relinquishes its status as identity and appears in condition as pure difference. Because of its sexuality, the text eludes itself, defines itself, or determines itself in a particular way. As you can see, it's very clear that textuality has an important contribution in the readers, also in the text. Interpretation succeed, although the reading may define and the interpretation may decide, the text neither define nor decide. The text remains operationally and fundamentally indecisible because sexuality continues to show its function, its essence, through literary information. Now, without further ado, let me discuss you the two exemplary position, which is there are two people opposing each other. The first person behind this is Jacques Derrida. Jacques Derrida was an Algerian-born French philosopher best known for developing a form of semiotic analysis known as deconstruction, which is discussed in numerous texts and developed in the text context of phenomenology. He is one of the major figures associated with post-structuralism and postmodern philosophy. He was born on July 15, 1930. He was died on October 9, 2004. His education at Harvard University. Some movie that Derrida do is Derrida's Elsewhere, The Constructivist Architect, Later Arrows of Time. Derrida has four children: Daniel, Pierre, Daniel Derrida, and Jean Derrida. Michel Foucault. Michel Foucault was a French philosopher, historian of ideas, writer, political activist, and literary critic. Foucault's theories primarily address the relationship between the power and knowledge and how they are used as a part of social control through societal institutions. He was born on October 15, 1926 at France. He was died on June 25, 1984 at Paris, France also. His partner was Daniel Depert, education at University of Paris. Some of his movie is Pierre River, Having Slaughtered My Mother, Sister, and Brother. He influenced by Karl Marx, Friedrich, Immanuel Kant, and Sigmund Freud. Just like what I said a while ago, they're opposing each other. Derrida and Foucault are opposed to each other on a number of grounds, perhaps the only one special singled out in Foucault's attack on Derrida. Derrida concerned only with a reading text, and the text is nothing more than the traces. Foucault, if the text is important for Derrida because its real situation is really an abysmal and textual element, but for Foucault, Derrida's finding is a lucidity of the undecipherable in commercial with his larger aim where a text is identifiable power, compared to Foucault that power is invisible. Then for Foucault, the text is important because it inhabits an element of power, which with a decisive claim on actuality. Text is not a definition. Of course, the text can be treated as an idea. Once you miss something important about the text, it's a fact that you miss something important about text. Derrida criticism therefore moves us into the text, Foucault's in and out of it. Because because there are some things that in Derrida's work, Foucault's agree, but not of all, of course. Michel Foucault attack on Derrida is to be found in an appendix to the later version of Polyiteration. Because they're not established their grounds, Foucault continued to attack Derrida that you can see in the Polyiteration. Yet neither Foucault nor Derrida will deny that what unites them. Because even Foucault are opposing Derrida, he complements Derrida's work. In another, he takes a step in a new direction. For Foucault, where there is a knowledge and discourse, there is always a criticism. And now, let's see what Edward said analysis is about. Part of attempt to characterize an exemplary critical consciousness as situated between ultimately refusing both the hegemony of the dominant culture and what I call the sovereignty of the systematic method. Just like what he said, his analysis of these two theories only part of his attempt to step in a new direction, which is to characterize an exemplary critical consciousness. And he called it the sovereignty of the systematic method. Moreover, he will argue that both critics' critical work is cognitive activity, a way of discovery. Yes, it because cognitive activity as a way of discovery. That is because the two theories has a good point for us in order to understand textuality. He depressingly aware that these prefatory comments are too far schematic. The significance of Derrida's position. In his work, he has raised those questions uniquely pertinent to writing and textuality that tend to ignore or sublimated metacommentary on text. Derrida's definitional energy are directed the very elusiveness of text, the tendency to see them homogeneously either as function or parasitic, some schematic philosophy of system which they are dependent as illustration exemplification. While on Foucault is invisible. We cannot fight for our rights and our history as well as future until we are armed with weapons of criticism and is dedicated and consciousness. It is the quotes from Edward W. Said. And that's all. Thank you. I hope you learned something about me and keep safe everyone. Thank you.